Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money's at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money's at. And I showed y'all this play a little while back, so we're going to take a look at it again. We got new upgrades. We got a couple of stocks got an upgrade this week. Argus initiates a CoinBase stock. The CoinBase stock has been initiated to a buy rating. It says Argus initiated coverage on Coinbase Global Inc. $ coin with a buy rating with a price target of 400. It said it currently trading at 394. So I don't know, what they plan to do with that price target, but they set it to a buy rating. So maybe we're looking at something past 450 on the coin. Argus noted that, or maybe you want to make an options play. Argus noted that Coinbase was included in S&P 500 on May 19, 2025. You guys remember that? And then when they replaced Discover Financial Services following their merger with Capital One. And that made room for Coinbase to become the first native member of the index. Crypto's making heavy moves, but the one I like, which reminds me of the tech boom of the 2000s, is AI, and CoreWeave also gets a buy rating upgrade from Argus. Shout out to all my CoreWeave investors out there. They set a price target of 200. So if you saw the CoreWeave jump, I think, how much did CoreWeave jump today? Was it like, didn't CoreWeave jump like 10% today or something like that? It's still cheap too, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the CoreWeave. Let's take a look at the CoreWeave chart. I don't even know what it's trading at. I buy and forget. Bitcoin hit all-time highs this weekend. Crazy work. So we got CoreWeave right here sitting at, let me see. 133.6. CoreWeave at 133.6. Yeah, that thing is up 6.2% as of right now on the day. Shout out to my CoreWeave investors. Bitcoin hit all-time highs this weekend. Everybody's saying the bull market is here. That's what everybody's saying. It's a 5-day chart on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is just keeps climbing. Let's take a look at the year to date. Look at that candle. That's crazy for year to date. What is this? Like right around the tariff situation? Oh my God. Do you see this line we drew way back in the day? Look at this line we drew way back in the day. If we extended this line, it literally points up here. Yeah.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Chad, did we not get the bottom? Chad, look. Chad, did we not get the bottom? You see the line that we drew back then?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Did we not hit the bottom? I missed my caller, man. I should be on Wall Street. I should be on Wall Street the way I be calling this shit, man. That's crazy. That's crazy to hit like that. So Bitcoin trading at 120 right now. You don't have enough. So at my family union this weekend, I was talking to my cousin's husband, and we were talking cryptocurrency and AI. He's in pharmacy. And we were talking, and some guy hopped on the elevator and he heard our conversation, and he said to me, he said, what about XRP? What about XRP? Right? That's what he asked me. And you know what I told him, chat? I said, you don't have enough XRP. Let's pull up XRP. 5-day chart on XRP. Do you see this? Do you see the 5-day chart on XRP? We're up 3.8 on the day. We're up 3.8 on the day. So XRP is pumping. ETH is pumping along with us. Let's look at ETH. ETH is pumping along with us. Got a little bit of bump. Look like a little bump and dump. Syscoin. We got to check in on Syscoin. Syscoin is moving on the 5-day. We need Syscoin to keep going. We need Syscoin to keep going. I need Syscoin at 10 cents. I need Syscoin at 10 cents ASAP. ASAP. That's my target. My target is anywhere between 8 to 9 cents on Syscoin. If one day we get $1, we'll all be rich. You know, we gotta check on our meme coins, see what the meme coins are doing. I want to check in on Zeus. We talked about Zeus last week. Let's see what Zeus is doing right now. Looks like Zeus is severely in buy territory. Maybe it's down 23% over the last 24 hours. Look at that. Now, if you would have got it last week when I told you not to buy, you'd be down. So what day was that last week? Somewhere like right around here, I think. I think it was like 11th or something like that. And it had that spike. But yeah, Zeus is, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, Zeus is, I mean, I think if you got Zeus at 4.5 million market cap, you wouldn't be mad. It's at 6.5 right now. If you got it at 4.6, I would set a buy limit somewhere around 4.6 to 5. I would set a limit order somewhere around there, but who knows how, this liquidity settles coming into the alts during this big Bitcoin boom. It might end up over there in the meme coins. Which coin is the Illuminati coin? XRP. XRP is Illuminati coin. Hype is up there. Hype is Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid's making mad moves. We talked about that last week. We talked about Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid seems like a really safe buy. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But Hyperliquid's making moves. Hyperliquid just did a deal. I'm pretty sure. What about Sui? I haven't been keeping up with Sui. I don't know what's going on with Sui. I do know what's going on with this AI though. Look at this. OpenAI's deal for Windsurf has fallen apart. So they were trying to buy Windsurf. And the deal fell apart. So Google comes in, and Google, as of Friday, says, nah, we're going to go ahead and make this deal. So it says Google will have Windsurf CEO Varun Mahan, co-founder Douglas Chen, and some of Windsurf's R&D employees join its Google DeepMind team. Effective immediately, Jeff Wang, Windsurf's head of business, has stepped into the role of interim CEO, while Graham Moreno, Windsurf's VP of global sales, has stepped into the role of president. Most of Windsurf's 250-person team will remain with the company. So we did add in our AI index, we had Google in there. Google's going to be tough to beat. It's just, they're just so huge. It's just, what are you going to do about that? Hype did a deal with Phantom Wallet. No, not that deal. It was another deal that Hype did. What was it again? No, hold on, let me see. Hyperliquid news. Yeah, here it goes. Right here. They got added to this treasury. Major company adds Hyperliquid to its crypto treasury strategy. Yeah, that's a big boy move. U.S. company rebrands and buys millions in Hype. Sonic Biotherapeutics, a publicly traded company on the U.S. NASDAQ exchange under the ticker SOON, inked a partnership and in collaboration with its partners, the company will transform its business to build a crypto treasury based on Hype. That's the deal that Hype did. Was that today? Yeah, I think that was, at least it was published today. I'm not sure when the deal went down, but I saw that this morning that they were getting added. So you should see a nice little pump on Hyperliquid. I'm bullish on Hype. It seems like they know what they're doing. It seems like the teams. I haven't done a whole lot of research, but from the little bit that I've seen, they're making some good moves. I'm waiting for some bad news so I can jump in heavy on it. Yeah, Trump back talking tariffs.
And one of the reasons that you're here today is to hear that we are very unhappy, I am, with Russia. But we'll discuss that maybe a different day. But we're very, very unhappy with them, and we're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. Tariffs at about 100%. You'd call them secondary tariffs. You know what that means. But today we're going to talk about something else. And as you know, we've spent $350 billion approximately on this war with Russia and Ukraine. And would like to see it end. It wasn't my war, it was Biden's war. It's not my war. I'm trying to get you out of it. And we want to see it end. And I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there. So based on that, we're going to be doing secondary tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. It's very simple. And they'll be at 100%. And that's the way it is. That can be more simple. It's just the way it is. I hope we don't have to do it.
Couple of implications here. First of all, we know what happened with China. China ended up coming to the table. We have not made official deals with China. There are no official deals with China, but China did come to the table, and we got pretty far on that. Got some tensions eased. So, Russia's up next, right? But Trump was under fire because he sent more munitions or something like that, more aid to Ukraine, which I wouldn't, if somebody told me, do you think Trump would, send more munitions to Ukraine? The answer would have been yes, unequivocally.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Okay. Does he want to end it? I think he wants to end it. I think we might find some closure on this war soon. He gives us a good pivot off of the Epstein stuff, the Israel, the Pakistan stuff, gives us a nice little attention pivot. But we'll have to keep an eye on it and see what happens with the Trump tariff news. But if they don't come to the table, which I think we will get them to come to the table within that 50 days, or I'm sorry, what did he say? Did he say 50 days, 90 days, whatever it is? I think they'll come to the table. I think we'll get something done. I'm optimistic.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And that is your finance update of the day. Shout out to King J.
This product does not boost your testosterone. Boosting your testosterone is unhealthy. What this product does is it balances your hormone levels and frees up a natural testosterone production. That way you can get back to what you really want to do, which is hit the gyms.